When 50 Cent snaps, the whole hip-hop world holds its breath because when Curtis Jackson gets mad, careers start shaking like loose chandeliers in an earthquake. And this time, the target is none other than Jim Jones. Yeah, that Jim Jones, the We Fly High Harlem icon who somehow thought he could spar with the king of petty himself. Well, buckle up, because 50 just fired off a scary warning that left the entire industry whispering like church folk at a funeral. It wasn't just a diss. It wasn't a shade. It was a full-blown thunderstorm of threats, rumors, and receipts that made love and hip-hop look like Sesame Street. The kind of clapback that makes you reevaluate your career, your circle, and your Wi-Fi connection before you ever speak on 50 again. What started as a few slick words turned into a digital war zone of screenshots, hidden meanings, and mysterious DMs that fans swear came straight from 50's revenge folder. If you thought his beef with Ja Rule was iconic, baby, this one feels personal. Because when 50 says, "I got something for you," you don't call security, you call your lawyer. Welcome to the chaos. This is 50 Cent snaps on Jim Jones, sends a scary warning that shook the industry. It started like every modern rap feud does, quietly on social media. Jim Jones had been doing interviews talking spicy about who really runs New York hip-hop. He tossed names, dodged smoke, but eventually, one name slipped out: 50 Cent. The man who built an empire on power, revenge, and vitamin water checks didn't take that lightly. At first, people thought it was innocent industry talk, but you could feel it. The energy online shifted. It was like everyone collectively said, "Wait, he just said what about 50?" Fans began digging, remixing old interviews, and before you knew it, Jim versus 50 was trending faster than a Drake leak. 50 stayed quiet, and that's how you knew something was coming. The man doesn't bark, he strikes. One morning, without warning, he posted a cryptic caption. "Funny how some of y'all forget who gave you a lane. Don't make me remind you publicly." No tags, no emojis, just pure menace. The comments exploded, followers dropping eyeball emojis, rap blogs foaming at the mouth, and insiders whispering that 50 was sitting on a vault of evidence about Jim's connections in the streets. Rumors flew faster than TMZ interns. Some claimed it had to do with money, others said it was about loyalty. But those who followed 50 long enough know he never moves without a motive. And when he does, it's never about clout. It's about control. By day 2, 50's cryptic posts turned surgical. A picture of Jim Jones at a luxury store. Caption: "Some of y'all bought more drip than respect." Boom. Thousands of comments. The shade was so sharp it could have sliced through designer belts. Meanwhile, Jim played it cool in interviews, laughing it off, saying 50 just being 50. But the tension was boiling. Fans were dissecting every lyric, every repost, every subtle jab. It was giving rap Avengers Assemble. And then, 50 went nuclear. 50 Cent didn't just respond, he detonated. Out of nowhere, he dropped a video montage on Instagram, blending old footage, interview clips, and what looked suspiciously like unseen behind-the-scenes moments of Jim's career. The caption? "You ever dance with the devil in designer shoes?" The internet imploded. Memes flew like shrapnel. Blogs labeled it the pettiest diss of the year. Twitter spaces popped off like emergency town halls. Fans, rappers, even retired beef historians weighing in. 50's message was loud. Don't test a man who turned bankruptcy into a brand. But here's where it got wild. Rumors began swirling that 50's warning wasn't just entertainment. Insiders claimed he had private recordings, financial dirt, even legal details that could ruin reputations. And 50, ever the chess player, hinted at it. In another post, he said, "I don't gotta expose you. The truth gon' leak itself." Translation: he's got files. Jim Jones finally broke his silence on live, cool demeanor, designer shades, and that Harlem confidence. Ain't nobody worried about 50. He know what it is. "I'm outside." Bad move. The internet doesn't care about logic, it feeds on chaos. Within hours, 50's fans flooded Jim's comments with "Get the Strap" memes and power theme song remixes. Even celebrities chimed in. Fat Joe commented, "Y'all better chill. 50 don't play internet games." Boozy laughed. That boy finna drop a diss documentary. Even Charlemagne said on The Breakfast Club, this could get ugly. 50 got receipts from 2003 to the future. The hip-hop ecosystem was on alert. While the internet laughed, industry insiders started whispering that 50's message wasn't random, it was a warning shot. Word was, Jim Jones had been aligning with certain execs that 50 famously clashed with. Some said it was about TV money, others about street politics. Remember, 50 doesn't just beef, he calculates. Every feud feeds into his empire, every warning doubles as marketing. One insider said, when 50 says something, it's never just a post. It's a move. And move he did. Days later, 50 posted a photo outside Star's headquarters with the caption, "Time to greenlight another power play." Fans lost it. Was he hinting at a show inspired by the drama? A docuseries called The Warning. Because knowing 50, he'll monetize your downfall before you can delete your tweet. Meanwhile, Jim doubled down saying he respects 50 but won't bow down. That's when 50 dropped another bomb. A cryptic audio clip of a phone call, voices distorted, but one sounded eerily familiar. The caption read, "Don't say I didn't warn you." The clip went viral. Millions of views in hours. Everyone was trying to decode it like it was a power Easter egg. The vibe turned dark. Fans weren't laughing anymore, they were wondering how deep 50's vault went. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everyone picked a side. Hashtag Team 50 versus hashtag Team Jim. Even DJs started spinning mashups of 50's classics with We Fly High. Memes of Jim running from 50's receipts hit millions of views overnight. But the real twist, allegedly, Jim's label started pulling strings behind the scenes, urging him to keep quiet before things escalated. Industry folks know, you never want to be the target of a man who turned his enemies into Netflix episodes. And like a movie, 50 kept the tension high. He posted another cryptic message, "The louder they get, the closer I am." Chills. That line alone felt like a trailer for destruction. Some called it performance art. Others said it was real smoke. Either way, 50 had everyone tuned in. Fans described it as hip-hop's Hunger Games, where reputation, loyalty, and fear were the prizes. According to whispers, 50's team was already fielding calls from producers wanting rights to the story. Think about it. A feud between two Harlem legends, power moves, betrayal, threats, and social media chaos, it's TV gold. One Hollywood insider allegedly said, 50 could turn this into 3 seasons of Power, Beef Edition. Meanwhile, Jim's camp tried to pivot, dropping new music, appearing on podcasts, anything to redirect attention. But 50 kept applying pressure, subtly posting photos in Harlem, tagging cryptic messages like homecoming. It wasn't just beef anymore, it was psychological warfare. Suddenly, you had legends speaking out. Jadakiss hinted, "This new era ain't built for 50's kind of pressure." Meek Mill tweeted, "Bro still playing chess while everybody else playing checkers." And then, an unexpected twist. Someone close to 50 leaked that he had a final move, prepared a short film allegedly dramatizing a rapper who crossed a wrong boss. The rumor mill went wild. Fans speculated names, and guess whose silhouette matched a teaser poster? You guessed it, Jim Jones. The tagline? "When loyalty expires, legends fall." McDrop.by the following week, the internet had turned the feud into a saga. YouTubers dissected it like courtroom evidence. Blogs posted timeline of destruction threads. And yet, 50 didn't confirm or deny anything. Silence, the loudest move of all. Meanwhile, Jim Jones' next interview was noticeably careful. Gone were the jokes, the laughs. He looked serious, almost respectful. He said, "Ain't no beef, man. It's love. We just talkin' hip-hop." Fans caught it immediately. The tone shift, because when you face a man who built power, BMF, and get rich or die trying, you realize you can't win against a storyteller. He'll write your ending for you, and that's exactly what 50 did without lifting a finger. He reclaimed dominance. The industry took note. Labels whispered, PR teams panicked. Because the message was clear, Don't mess with the man who controls the narrative. This wasn't just beef, it was a masterclass in power dynamics. 50 reminded everyone that he doesn't argue. He orchestrates. He turns smoke into strategy and a diss into dominance. By the time things cooled down, 50's name was everywhere again, trending, booked, discussed. Jim? He gained sympathy, maybe even new fans. But one thing's certain. Everyone walked away knowing that 50's words aren't jokes, they're prophecy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how 50 Cent once again proved why he's the most dangerous man in hip-hop. You don't beef with a mogul who treats revenge like fine art. You don't poke a man who built an empire out of his enemies' ashes. If this story didn't make your jaw drop, you might want to check your pulse. Because this wasn't just a feud, it was a warning shot to the entire industry. Respect power or get scripted out of the storyline. So here's what I need you to do. Hit that like button like it owes you money. Slap that subscribe button harder than 50 slaps a lawsuit. And drop your wildest theory in the comments, because knowing 50, this saga ain't over. Will he drop a diss track? A movie? A whole Power spin-off? Only 50 knows, and when he does, you know where the chaos will break first. Turn on those notifications, because around here, the scandals never sleep and neither do we. This was 50 Cent snaps on Jim Jones sends a scary warning that shook the industry. Stay tuned, stay savage, and remember, in 50's world, silence is just the sound of him plotting your downfall.